Hey everybody, welcome to Yoga with Lewis. Today I'll be taking you through Sun Salutation A and Sun Salutation B. So when I was out in India, before we did any type of training or physical practice, we had to do 5 A's and 5 B's. So today, let me take you through Sun Salutation. So if you're ready, you can make your way onto your tabletop position. So take your hands and your wrists, place them underneath your shoulders, send your legs back long, and have your knees underneath your hips. Now, from here, we're just gonna warm up the wrists. So we're gonna make nice small circles with the wrists. A couple of times one way, and then a couple of times the other way. Try to keep for straight arms. And then when you did 2 on each side, you want to flip the palms, palms facing up, fingers facing inwards. And then from here, straight arms, you want to sway side to side a little bit. Maybe 2 or 3 times on each side. And then when you're done, come to center, and I want you to do a mini push-up. So just come as low as you like. And then come all the way back up. So we'll just do a couple more here. Come down. And then all the way back up. Final one. Inhale, go down. And then come all the way, come back up. Sit back on your heels. Shake out your wrists. Now, come to your tabletop position. Hands and wrists underneath shoulders. Knees underneath hips. Hands as wide as shoulders. So when your hands touch the mat, I want you to firmly press the palms into the ground and keeping a straight arm. I don't want you to bend your elbows, and I don't want you to have a big bend in your elbows. Work for straight arms, nice and strong and sturdy. And then from here, inhale, lower the belly, gaze towards the sky. And then you're going to exhale around your spine, draw your chin towards your chest, gaze towards your belly button. So when you're rounding, press your palms into the ground and really open up your shoulder blades and open up the scapula area. Perfect. And then inhale, lower the belly, gaze towards the sky. Exhale around the spine, draw your chin towards your chest. Inhale, lower the belly, gaze towards the sky. Exhale around the spine, draw your chin towards your chest. From here, come back to neutral spine. Now you can tuck your toes and then push your hips back. Come to your downward facing dog. So in your downward facing dog, just have your feet as wide as your hips. Your toes are slightly pointing in, your heels are slightly pointing out. You can soften up your knees, you can bend up your knees as much as you want. You can even rest your stomach on your knees. Just have your hips up high, and you really want to relax these shoulders and this neck. So you want to gaze towards your toes or even gaze towards your belly button if you have the flexibility. And then you're going to want to stay here for 3 long deep breaths. You want to really feel the palm just gripping it firmly on the ground. You want to be able to rest in this posture, and you want to build strength in this posture. And then now you're going to gaze towards your hands, and then you're going to slowly walk your feet towards your hands. And then you're going to soften up the knees, bring your feet in between your hands, and then you're going to come to a halfway lift. You're going to send the hips back. You're going to gaze slightly up, looking forward, draw your chin forward, straight flat back, but you're going to feel that stretch in the hamstring area. Now I want you to lean forward, just raise up your hips. Now start gazing towards your ankles. You can place your hands by your foot on your ankles or even behind your ankles. Now I just want you to look at your toes. For one day, you'll be able to draw your chin to touch your toes. And then you're going to inhale, slowly roll all the way up. You can straighten out your knees. Bring your hands to center, and then reach your hands up towards the sky. Exhale, release your hands by your side. Beautiful. So from here, we're going to go to Sun Salutation A. So again, stand nice and tall, nice and sturdy, even on both sides. And then from here, roll your shoulders back and down. Send your drishti gaze to the tip of your nose. And now inhale, bring your hands to center, and then reach your hands up towards the sky. Gaze follows. Exhale, fold forward. So you're going to bend your knees, you're going to suck in your stomach, and then you're going to release your hands by the foot, on the ankles, or even behind your legs. And now I want you to lean more forward, and I want you to gaze towards your toes. Forward fold. So lean more forward to the front of your feet. And then slowly start raising those hips up as you feel the hamstring stretch. And then you're going to want to inhale, come to a halfway lift. Once again, parallel halfway, flat back. Send your hips back and your gaze forward. Fingers can just slightly graze the ground or place on top of your shins. And then you're going to want to exhale, look down, plant your hands on the mat. You're going to step your right leg back, and then you're going to step your left leg back. Nice high plank. From high plank, you're going to suck in your stomach, you're going to squeeze your butt. And then you're going to slowly lower down for 4 seconds, elbows tight by your side. For 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you can release your belly towards the mat, and you can flatten out your feet. Now bring your heels together to touch. Shrug your shoulders away from your ears, and then bring your elbows close by your side. And then you're going to want to inhale, squeeze your butt, look up, shoulder up, chest up. And once again, shoulders away from ears, elbows close by your side, and I want you to engage your glutes. Gaze up for your cobra pose. Exhale, release. Now I want you to try upward facing dog. So that was cobra, and cobra is you're able to do cobra in your Sun Salutation A or B. But if you have upward facing dog, you can inhale, rise all the way back up. Press the palms into the ground, fight for straight arms, roll your shoulders back and down. Nice and lifted, legs off the ground. The only thing touching the ground are the palms of your hands and the tops of your feet. Here I'm also engaging my glutes, and I'm also squeezing my butt, and then I'm also gazing up. Shoulders back and down, pressing your palms into the ground, nice and strong. Exhale, roll back, downward facing dog. Again, your feet as wide as your hips, toes slightly in, heels slightly out. You can relax the neck by gazing towards your toes or gazing towards your belly button. Spread the fingers. You can soften up the knees, micro bend to the knees. Take the pressure away from your upper body. After 3 long deep breaths, you're going to want to gaze forward, and then you're going to want to slowly walk your feet towards your hands. Come back to a halfway lift, send your hips back, look forward, chin forward. And you're going to want to exhale, fold forward. So lean more forward and bring more weight to the front of the feet. Relax the neck, gaze towards your ankles, slowly raise that hips up for forward fold. Again, your hands can be by the mat, by your foot, on your ankles, or behind your legs. And then inhale, slowly roll all the way up. Straighten out your knees, bring your hands to center, reach your hands up towards the sky. Exhale, relax your hands by your side. So that was your Sun Salutation A. So let's do that one more time together. So okay, stand nice and firm and nice and strong. Roll your shoulders back and down. Inhale, hands up, gaze follows. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, suck in the stomach, release the stomach on the knees. Lean more forward to the front of the feet, raise those hips. And then inhale, halfway lift, look forward, chin forward, send your hips back. Exhale, chaturanga, plant your hands towards the mat, step your right leg back, step your left leg back. Suck in your stomach, squeeze your butt, slowly lower down for 4, 3, 2, One, inhale your cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, roll back, downward facing dog. 3 long deep breaths. Gaze towards your belly button or gaze towards your toes. You can soften the knees, push your hips back to relieve the pressure away from your upper body. Now I want you to gaze forward and then slowly walk your feet towards your hands. Bring your feet in between your hands. Soften your knees. Push your hips back. Halfway lift. Look forward, chin up. Exhale, now fold forward. Lean forward. Raise the hips up. Relax the neck. Gaze towards your ankles or gaze towards your shins. Lean more forward to the front of the feet. Keep raising up those hips. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up. Straighten out your knees. Bring your hands together and then raise your hands up towards the sky. Exhale, release your hands by your side. Okay, so now that we went over Sun Salutation A and you're getting comfortable with it and you're getting the hang of it, I'm going to take you to Sun Salutation B. If you're still not comfortable with Sun Salutation A, rewind and then come back and then try it again until you're comfortable. And now if you're ready, we're going to come to Sun Salutation B. It's going to just be slightly a little bit different, but we're going to add a few things to it. So from here, again, nice strong firm base. Stand up nice and tall. Roll your shoulders back and down. Your first move is going to be inhale. You're going to bend your knees. You're going to lower your hips. Now I want you to place your hands on your hips just like this for now. And I want you to roll your pelvis back and then roll your pelvis forward. Again, roll your pelvis back and then roll your pelvis forward. Roll your pelvis back, roll your pelvis forward. Back, forward, back, forward. After you've done that a couple of times, you get awareness to your hips. Now again, release your hands, sit a little bit deeper, lower your hips, raise your hands up, chair pose. So bring more weight to your heels, raise up all 10 toes. I want you to notice where you're feeling your chair pose. Are you arching your lower back? Are you bringing an arch? Are you cranking that lower back just to hold that chair pose? Well, I want you to sit up a little bit taller. I want you to try to draw your tailbone under, sit up a little bit straighter, flat back, palms together to touch. Now bring more weight to your heels, raise up all 10 toes if you can. And then from here, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, chaturanga. Suck in your stomach, squeeze your butt, slowly lower down for 4 seconds. And then inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, roll back, downward facing dog. Now look at your left foot. Turn your left foot 45 degrees, but then step your right foot in between your hands. Nice and gently and slowly. Check your alignment of your heels. So there should be an inch gap between both heels. So an imaginary line dividing both heels so both heels are not crossing or lapping over one another. And then from here, inhale, raise both hands up, palms together to touch. Warrior one. So the key importance of Warrior One is your back leg should be as strong as your front leg. Push that back foot down, the outer arch of that back foot down. Now try to square up your hips. So start engaging in your butt. Squeeze more butt, try to square up the hip, drive that right hip back, left hip forward. Nice and strong. When you think of warrior pose, you're thinking of someone ready to go to battle. So you want firm, strong base, squared hips as best as possible, and your arms, palms together to touch. Nice and strong. And then when you're done 3 breaths here, you can exhale, release both hands down by your right foot, turn up your left heel, step your right foot back. From here, suck in your stomach, squeeze your butt, slowly lower down, chaturanga. And then inhale up dog or cobra. And then exhale down dog. Now this time look at your right foot, turn your right foot 45 degrees, and then step your left foot in between your hands. Again, inch gap between both heels, imaginary line dividing up both heels. And then inhale, raise both hands up, palms together to touch. Here again, you can square up the hips by squeezing the butt, driving that left hip back, right hip forward. Palms together to touch. Men and women are fascinated with big butts, but no one knows how to use them. So squeeze it. The butt is the biggest muscle in that body. Once you learn how to activate it and squeeze it and get it strong, it will help everything out, I promise you. Palms together to touch, squeeze your palms. Stay here for another couple of deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. One last breath. Inhale. Exhale. Release both hands by your left foot. Turn up your right heel. Extend the left leg back. Suck in your stomach. Squeeze the butt. Slowly lower down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up dog or cobra. And then exhale down dog. This last 3 breaths right here. Relax. Gaze towards your toes or gaze towards your belly button. 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now gaze towards your hands. Slowly walk your feet towards your hands. Soften the knees, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees, lower the hips, raise your hands up, chair pose. One last time, 3 breaths. And then inhale, slowly rise all the way back up. And then exhale, release your hands by your side. So that was your Sun Salutation B. Hopefully that tutorial helped you with your yoga journey. So please, if you have anything to suggest or any comments, please leave it down below. For now, if you like more videos just like this, please subscribe, like, and comment down below. For now, peace out. See you later. Namaste.